Welcome to the TCM podcast, where we chat with trailblazers who are breaking the mold and excelling in their studies while pursuing their passions. My name is Oluwayinka, and I am your host. Today's episode is going to be exceptional. This is because we have two exceptional computer science students of Tertiary University of Education right here in our midst. Welcome with me, Babalola and Segun.
Hi everyone.
Welcome.
Hi everyone.
Welcome, Babalola.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
Segun.
Thanks.
I call Segun Babs. Right?
Yeah.
How do you guys feel
Well,
about being on our podcast today?
well, it's a little bit nervous, but actually, this is exceptional.
Right? Thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming.
Yeah,
Thank you
you're
for being on our
welcome.
podcast.
Thank you.
Straight to the point. Can you introduce yourself? Tell us about yourself, your academic, your level in school, and your practice.
All right.
Go on first.
Okay, my name is Awofala Gbolahan, and I'm a 400 level computer science student. And I would say I'm an intermediate front-end developer, and that's all I can say. That's really what we, yeah.
All right. My name is Babalola Oluwasegun. Most people call me Babs. I'm a 400 level student in the Department of Computer Science students. I base on UI/UX design with other interests, So pretty much what you can say about me.
Right, thank you so much. What is actually quite spectacular about them is that they're doing so well academically. They're also doing so well in tech, right? They're into tech. Bola is into content, right? And Babs is into UI UX. And not that special, they are one of our best students in computer science departments. So we'll be allowing them to tell us their current CGPA so that you can understand that it is not impossible to achieve some feats as students of Tertiary University of Education. It's not impossible. We have people that have been there, that are still there, and are still going to be there. Okay? Bola, what is your current CGPA?
Well, my current CGPA is 4.89.
4.89.
All right. My current CGPA is 4.70.
Oh, I'm happy for this. Thank you again.
Yeah.
4.8.
9. Yeah.
It's not impossible. So if you are right there watching us and you think that it's impossible to achieve such things, no, it's not. Go and cancel it. So let's quickly move to how you are able to balance your academic responsibilities, because it's a lot. 600 level, how are you able to manage like that till 400 level? So tell us how you able to balance your academic responsibilities with other aspects of university life.
Well, I find a common ground between them. Computer science is tech. So and I'm also into tech, front-end development. So trying to find the middle ground between them, not to just weigh on one side and leave the other side alone. So just to try to balance it, and you can see that they work hand in hand too. Like the more you go in tech, the more you know about computer science, and the other way around. So just find something that can complement your academic journey.
All right. Talking about me, the way I balance this is very simple. I literally just put academics anytime is academics time. Whenever you are meant to do something, you do something at the right time. So when it comes to academics, probably exam, it's tests. I don't want to care how much works I have, how much the money is. I drop it and I face my academics. So that's how I do my stuff.
Oh, that's beautiful. You're saying don't procrastinate. When it's time for academics, do academics. And when it's time for other things, do other things. Don't procrastinate. That is one of the challenges I believe many students face.
Yeah.
Usually procrastinating, finding this other things, other academics.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you so much for those beautiful answers. Me, I'm actually quite interested in how you were able to determine from 100 level. Because many of us from 100 level, we are not sure what we are doing. We're just on campus. We are several distractions, confusions. How were you able to? Was there anybody that helped you, or what exactly motivated you to stay determined?
First of all, my parents, my mom and my dad, wow. And also my siblings too, I want to make them believe that it's possible to do it. It's not something like impossible. So try to make a good example for them, and that also help. And also, it's one thing I'm good at. So just
Follow up. How about you, Babs?
Actually, I'm not gonna lie about this. My mom, anytime I look at that woman, I can't just come into this university without giving her what she deserves. She understand. Like my mom, she has God. She's been through a lot for us. And my dad too is a great man. He tries his best. So when I'm in university, I look at people doing what they do. I keep remembering my house, my home, yeah, my elder sister, my younger one. Yeah, it's a lot. So that keeps me going, and at least knowing that you are the only one carrying the family's name, you have to do something very great.
Wow, that's beautiful. Their parents have, showed most of the life. They are the one that motivates you the most.
Yeah,
Right?
for real.
If you are in 100 level or 200 level, remember where you are coming from and let that be your motivation. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
Next
welcome.
question. Okay, we want to know, have you ever faced challenges trying to balance, school life or even doing school stuff safe? Have you faced any challenges and how did you overcome them?
Well, yeah, face challenges. For example, during my tech journey, tech is not something you can just leave. I see it for a week, then you come back to it. You have to be consistent, and you try to balance that with academic and computer science. Like the volume of PDF we have is alarming. So that's about. There's nothing magical about it. You just have to push through. There's nothing you can do. You know that someone else cannot help you to do it. You have to do it yourself. So you just have to do it. That's it.
So are you saying that the way you were able to overcome those challenges was dedication?
Yes, and remembering your parents, remembering
The reason you
expectations
came to
here is everything. Just have to push through.
Yeah, how about you, Babs?
Okay, yeah. For about what you said, right? In computer science, you get very books. And how do you do about this? Well, most of the time, you just have to plan ahead. For example, maybe you have your exam in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month. You have to plan, know how you're going to take on the books, split it down to just like what they teach you in computer science. You create modules, you read your book, you understand, you find ways to optimize your time. Time management is very important.
Time management.
Yeah, it's very, very important. And about other skills that we face in the tech field, for example, you have this imposter syndrome that you face. I mean, like, are you good enough? Because I can remember back in the day, it took us so much to like figure out what we are doing. Let's even start from when it comes to start count to learn. For example, we started off with Python, and here I am today, UI UX designer, sure yes. So it took so much time figuring out what we really wanted to do and what we wanted to sure yes. So leaving that, then you move on to things like when you started, what you wanted to learn. You have these, how should I say this? You have these things like you need to know, like, am I ready for like to go into the world and start anything like I am capable of doing this thing. So it takes a lot and it's a huge problem in the tech world. So for people like us, we're able to solve it over time. Yeah, it took a lot of thinking, dedication, like you said, consistency, and being persistent. So that's pretty much it. Thank you.
You mentioned two things. I would like you to buttress on them.
Okay.
Number one, you said 3 weeks or 1 month before your exam begins. Is that how you people used to prepare? 1 month before exam, that's when you start to.
Let me be frank, right? Late schedule, late. Am I permitted to speak Yoruba? Definitely.
Sure, prepare.
Yeah, right, like 2 weeks. Whatever you're doing, especially for general exams like ENT, whatever you're doing, you have to get it together. For example, you have all these large, voluminous contents to read. Yes, guess the bottom of it. But I can't just imagine walking into an example knowing at the back of your mind that you have some pages
That you did not read.
Nah, the feeling is not right.
And they used to say that you say you want to do your best and leave the rest. That's where we start from the rest. That's where they will pick the questions from. So like you said, don't leave the rest though. Consume everything.
Yeah.
Second thing that you mentioned that I would like you to go first is you said it took you a while before you came to a conclusion on what area of tech you want to.
Yes.
Why did it take you so long and what helped you to finally make your decision?
Okay, starting with that, for someone like us back in the day, when I think this whole thing started with when we had like PCs, right? Like a laptop. That really enabled us. Like, okay, yeah, brought the thoughts. Let's learn this. Everyone's doing everything that let's learn this. Then you go out there, you be like, you go on Google. What's the easiest to learn? Baby steps, pretty much. And you see things like you have web development, Python. But for us being us, we'll be like, okay, now let's go for the sophisticated, the one that sounds more too like. Back in the day, there was this kind of belief going on that web development stage. You understand? So you go into Python, you start, go ahead and like, start doing this thing. But over time, you learn that this thing has advanced what's called applications, and you need to like, there's this learning app that you have to achieve before you can even come outside and be like, oh yeah, I'm in Python.
I'm now a developer.
So that's that. The more you go, the more you realize that, okay, now there's some other fundamentals that you have to reach and try to do. So now, discovering what you want to do, it's another different thing. Because why? Is try and error, right? You try, you get error, you try, just like you writing a code, you try, there's always a code to debug, an error to debug. So now, for someone like me, this whole thing changed when I went for COS.
Wow.
Yes. So
COS.
I was in a room with the owner of the company, the CEO of the company, where I did my COS institute. And the man was literally on Facebook login page, I remember, and he asked me, have you learned any programming language? I said yes. What is that? I said Python. He was impressed. We're like, okay, now, this login page, can I replicate it? I said no, sir. And the man was like, Python is a pretty advanced stuff. Like, why did you leave the basics before you just jump into Python like that? There is no meant to be like that. I wanted to like continue Python at that institute, right? But then actually web development, and through the help of my friends, reaching out to people that know more than me, I was able to like grow over time. So I discovered that I kind of like front end, which is pretty much things you see on the website. So and over time, I also have this skill of designing. Like I can do typography, scribble stuff on paper, designs.
Yeah, that's scribbling. I know.
Yes.
I know about
So
it.
I kind of okay. This is a better stuff for me. I don't want to sit all the writing. I prefer like doing stuff like from a blank screen, come up with complex designs and stuff like that. So that made me pivot into Figma and UI UX as a whole.
That's how
Yeah,
it was.
and that's how I found my path. Right.
Wow, that's beautiful. Briefly, Gbolahan, is that the same story with you? How did you eventually decide what area of tech you wanted to go for? Because I can tell you for free that there are several students that are watching us right now, especially in computer science departments, who are quite confused about what area of tech they want to specialize on. So how were you able to come to a conclusion what you wanted to do in tech?
For me, like during my SS2, SS3, I learned a bit of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Yeah, it was nothing
Some of us
simple.
were still doing Facebook that time.
It was nothing serious. So when I got to university, got a laptop, and they made it seem like web development was, how I put it,
A big deal.
not a big deal. Like it was something that a computer science student should not do. Like it's something too simple.
Too simple.
For computer science to do. So just like you said, what was everyone about Python? You got into Python, you started learning Python, Then we find out that most of the times we always needed web development. Like I have to go back to it. So I just went back to it and found out I like one of my strong suits is replication. Like if you give me a design, for example, if you design something, I can repeat like perfectly, like very well. That is one I just good at it. I just found out since I'm good at it, then why am I pursuing like you go online now and misleading things online that web development is too easy, things like that. Just talk with it that okay, let me see what this part will lead to, and I'm still there right now.
Wow.
So
Wow, that's beautiful.
yeah.
The same thing I'm learning from what they are saying now is that don't go with popular opinion.
Yeah, popular opinion. Yeah,
Don't go
it's
with
misleading.
popular opinion.
Lots.
Find what you like, find what you are passionate about, and just go for it. Even on our previous episode, the MSCG president mentioned that one of the reasons he is able to keep going in his pursuits in the unionism is that he is passionate about it. So stick with what you are passionate about. Don't go with popular opinion. Even if everybody's doing it, you don't have to do it. Okay, that's beautiful. Another question I would like to know: one of the reasons that we are having both of them together on this set is because they are kind of like good friends, and it's not something everybody does. We know very very well, very clear. So we want to know what has friendship with. I'm going to ask Gbolahan first, and then I'll ask you. What has friendship with Babs? How has it helped you academically? How? Yeah, that's the question.
Let's talk about how I first met him. Like when we stay and
Gist everybody here.
yeah. So when I got to the hostel earlier, but I didn't move in. I was staying with my brother. Then when he moved around, then he was not asking around like, is there any computer science students? He said, I'm a computer science student, 100 level, so maybe the HO's number then. Then I don't know, something just like in the 9, it was one night we were talking, like I just found out that, you know, me like this, when I talk about like tech things, like it's hard to find people who can talk with me. Yeah, relate. I just talk and he started relating. I'm like, I look at him like, this guy too. So that you just started from there and just kept going. And the way you helped me in my career is that anytime I'm feeling lazy, like I'm going to do this thing, but I'm not doing. I'm just like, if I see him doing it like this, I just have to stand up. No, stand up. You have to go and do this. So that's what has helped me. Like anytime I'm feeling lazy or trying to procrastinate, if I see him doing like this, I'll just know. You can't sleep. You stand up around it. So
wow.
Yeah, that's the ways.
That's a beautiful positive impact.
Yeah.
How about you, Babs? How has friendship with Gbolahan helped you academically?
Actually,
or do you have a different story of how you guys met?
Come on. Not really, like. So it's just Friday. I resumed to this.
He remembers the day.
Yes, the
Hey.
Friday.
Okay.
The Friday. It was January 2020. Right?
Ha.
The specifics, I can't remember, but it was the Friday. Let's go with that. So now, I got to my hostel, settled in. I saw one guy was saying outside. I was, you're a student in school, you're curious. How's your department doing? You don't know anything. Like, please, do you have any computer science student in your hostel? I was like, yeah, sure. Just in the moment, he walked in with his brother, right? So I met him, and I believe over time, there was a day we were talking about the tech that I told about, right? It's not everybody that stay talking on this kind of stuff, right? So, and I'm this kind of person too. I read articles, stay updated on this kind of stuff. So we ignited, we literally have, how should I say, we see things like in a very similar way. Right?
So how has he helped you
about
academically?
academics. Well, he has helped me in a lot of ways, for real. A lot of people might not know. I'm kind of a slow learner, right? Yes, like you might not know, like, I'm kind of a slow learner. And he has helped me when it comes to assignments. There's some stuff that I won't understand, right? But you still have to like sit down and talk about it. This thing, is it meant to be like this? This thing, that thing, is it meant to be like that? Having him around has been a very good thing. I think my mind too. Yeah, that's very much it.
I'm going to cry. Wow, that's beautiful. There's one stereotype that Segun just debunked, that if you're a slow learner, you cannot have first class. Debunk it. Where is guys and what? Trash it. It is not true, okay? It's not true. You just have to be dedicated and you have to be passionate about what you are doing. We are beginning to come to the end of what we are discussing today. We just have about 3 questions and we would move on.
All right.
Okay, yes, let's even talk about more misconceptions. What other misconceptions do you know that people have about having first class?
The common one, they believe that every day, every hour, every minute, every second, you're always with your book.
With glasses.
Exactly. But it's not like that. You have to rest now. Like me, like
Sorry,
this.
I won't lie. Yeah. I also thought like that about you guys. That as if people are going to their hostel. It's good they want to go and read.
I know we get to stay first. I just lie down.
They don't have fun at all.
No. I watch a lot of movies. Like when I mean a lot, I watch a lot. I play games. Yeah, it's not that you have to read all the time. Just that you have to do it when it matters.
When it matters.
And most of the reading I do, I read articles, like I said, tech articles. So they are in one way or another helping my academic journey, because there are some things that lecturer will mention in class and I've read it somewhere. You just click that, okay, I've read this somewhere, and knowledge exactly. So that misconception of that always reading every time. No, you can't kill yourself. Yeah.
Is there any other stereotype or misconception that you would like to mention?
More of like reading all the time, right? I as a person, I'm not going to lie about it. I don't like reading, but I like passing my exams. Whatever it takes, yes, whatever it is, this is free. So, like you said, take articles every day. Like I can say I read like 4 to 5 days. Like just scrolling through online.
What are you doing with your life?
Reading tech articles helps a lot. I know you that like sit down with tech videos for someone in tech. I mean, you must be updated and know what is happening. And about what you see in class, pretty much many things that are going on in this world that you try coming to the classroom and you cite examples about it, you'll be able to relate and it actually helps and improve your understanding what the lecturer is trying to grasp across. So that's as a result. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm learning so much. I wish I learned all these things in 100 level. That even if I don't want to like read, I don't like to read, I can read to pass my exams too. Okay, that's even enough motivation. Okay, 2 more questions. What's your plan like after school? What do you hope to do after school?
Yeah.
Gbolahan.
Yeah. So after school, I'll serve, and I will like to further my education. Like, yeah, go for masters and PhD. Then, but in between too, I also like continue my tech journey and
Tech journey.
yeah. So
Beautiful.
I'm more inclined to go the academic way. Yeah.
You are what?
More inclined to go the academic way.
So you become professor? What?
No, I don't yet know. I don't yet know. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Babs?
Actually, I'm more of actually see this whether like career person after school. It's very much go for your NYSC, look for scholarship, God will help you with that, you know, look for scholarship, masters, very important, to specialize in something, and once you're done with that, you have 2 degrees, that is more than enough, like, yeah, and not only that, you also have little ideas in your head that you want to make into like reality, right, so yeah. You stick with that.
Right. Thank you so much. I would have asked you what you do for fun, but you already answered that. You watch movies, you play games.
Yes. Listen to music.
Right. Thank you so much. Our final question for today is: how can we connect with you? Maybe your social media handles or WhatsApp. How can we connect with you? I believe there are many students out there that would like to follow up on your journey, how you move. So, how can we connect with you, Gbolahan, on social media?
Well, I am most active on Twitter. Yeah, I'm not active on Instagram.
What's your Twitter handle?
Yeah, I don't know if I can say it. Like, if you can get it.
Would you send it to us? We'll project it.
No, at Awofala Gbolahan, but no N. The N is 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
don't worry, we would collect it and we'll project it for those that are watching us. So yeah, you can see his handle right now. You can use that to follow him on Twitter. How about you, Babs?
Actually, most of my works, right, I put them on X too. So let's search for design with Babs.
Design with Babs. Wow. Thank you so much. This has been a very insightful moment, personally for me. If you're in another level, 200 level, count yourself lucky because we have just heard from one of our best students in computer science department. Oh, I forgot to mention. How can I forget? Gbolahan was the overall best student of 100 level 2021 set. Yeah. Yes, he was the overall best student in the entire school, in the entire Taisula University of Education. Clap. Wherever you are, just clap. Yes. Take your flowers.
Thank you.
Right. So you have just heard from the best. So everything that you have mentioned here, take it seriously. Okay? Take it seriously. It will foster your growth academically. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. We are really happy to have you. Thank you so much. So viewers, we are about to close. Shout out to National Association of Computing Students for supporting this movement. We want to also say thank you to CCP for this beautiful venue. I want to say thank you to the TASUED Creatives Network community. They are the ones behind the scenes of all of this. Thank you so much. You guys are, you can see the work, you can see how fine it is. They are the ones behind it. Thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much. We are really grateful. Until our next episode. We will see you there. We are coming hotter. So if you are hearing hotter, we are coming hotter in our next episode. So subscribe so that you can always be notified whenever we are releasing our posts. Follow us on Instagram at TCN. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on YouTube. Okay, subscribe to our channel, and you will not miss whatever we are posting. Until our next episode. See you. Bye.